Usmachtem lifnei Yehovah Eloheikhem, and you shall rejoice before Yehovah your God. Yehovah Nissa, Yehovah who is exalted, lifted up. Yehovah Elohei, Yehovah Nissa. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself. And you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts, mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yeh-ho-VAH. And behold, now behold. 1 Chronicles chapter 29. To the whole community, David the king said, Shlomo, my son, is the only one God has chosen, but he is still young and inexperienced, whereas the work to be done is great, because the palace is not for anyone human, but for Yehovah God. Now I have used all my strength to prepare for the house of my God, the gold needed for the articles of gold, the silver for the articles of silver, and the bronze for the article of bronze, the iron for the articles of iron, and the wood for the articles of wood, onyx stones, gemstones to be set, brilliant stones of various colors, all kinds of precious stones, as well as the marble in abundance. In addition, because my desire is set on the house of my God, since I have my own supply of gold and silver, I herewith give it to the house of my God, over and above everything I have prepared for the holy house. 99 tons of gold from the gold of Ophir, and 231 tons of refined silver, to be used for overlaying the walls of the houses. For gold, the gold is for whatever is to be made of gold, and the silver is for whatever is made of silver, and they may be used for anything to be made by craftsmen. Therefore, who offers willingly to consecrate himself today to Yehovah. Then the clan leaders, the leaders of the tribes of Israel, the captains of thousands of hundreds, along with the supervisors over the king's work, offered willingly. They gave for the service of the house of God 165 tons of gold, 330 tons of silver, 594 tons of bronze, and 3,300 tons of iron. Those who had precious stones gave them to the storehouse of the house of Yehovah, supervised by Yechiel the Gershuni. The people were filled with joy, because they had given willingly, wholeheartedly. They had given willingly to Yehovah. And David the king too was completely filled with joy, as he blessed Lecha Yehovah before the entire community. Blessed be you, Yehovah, the God of Israel, our Father, forever and ever. Yours, Yehovah, is the greatness, the power, the glory, the victory, and the majesty. For everything in heaven and on earth is yours. The kingdom is yours, Yehovah, and you are exalted as head over all. Riches and honors come from you. You rule everything, and your hand is powerful. Your hand is power and strength. You have the capacity to make great, and to give strength to all. Therefore, our God, we thank you and praise your glorious name. But who am I? And what is my people, that we should be able to give so willingly in this way? For all things have come from you, so that we have given you what is already yours. For in your presence we are temporary residents, just passing through, as all of our ancestors were. Our days on earth are like a shadow without hope. Yehovah, our God, all these supplies that we have prepared in order to build you a house for your holy name come from your own hand. All of it is already yours. I know also, my God, that you test the heart and take pleasure in integrity. As for myself, I have given all these things willingly in the integrity of my heart. And now, with joy, I have seen your people who are present here give willingly to you, Yehovah, God of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Israel. Our ancestors guard forever the inclinations of the thoughts in the hearts of your people. Direct their hearts to you, and give Shlomo my son wholeheartedness to obey your mitzvot, instructions, and rules, to do all these things, and to build the palace for which I have made provision. Then David said to all the community, now bless Eloheikhem Yehovah your God. All the community blessed Yehovah, the God of their ancestors, bowing their heads and prostrating themselves before Yehovah and before the king. On the following day they presented sacrifices to Yehovah and offered burnt offerings to Yehovah, 1,000 bulls, 1,000 rams, 1,000 lambs, with their drink offerings, and sacrifices in abundance for all Israel. They ate and drank before Yehovah that day with great joy. Then, for the second time, they made Shlomo the son of David king, anointed him before Yehovah to be king, and Zadok to be Kohen. Shlomo sat on the throne of Yehovah as king in place of David his father, and prospered, and all Israel obeyed him. All the leaders and warrior heroes, likewise the sons of King David, submitted themselves to Shlomo the king. Yehovah gave Eloheikhem Shlomo exceedingly great power in full view of all Israel, and bestowed on him royal majesty such as had not been seen in any king before him in Israel. Now David the son of Yishai ruled all over Israel. The duration of his reign over Israel was 40 years. He reigned 7 years in Hebron, and he reigned 33 years in Jerusalem. Then he died at a ripe old age, full of years, riches, and honor. And Shlomo his son reigned in his place. The activities of David the king from first to last were written in the records of Shmuel the seer, Natan the prophet, and Gad the seer, with all his reign and his power, all the events that he, Israel, and the kingdoms of other countries experienced. The conclusion of 1 Chronicles, the entire book, chapter 29. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this awesome ending to this book? We can love Yehovah by giving generously from what he has given to you. Love Yehovah by worshiping with joy, not duty. Love Yehovah by recognizing his greatness in every offering and decision. How can we love our neighbors as we love ourselves and as Yeshua loves us? By modeling generosity and worship so that others are inspired to honor Yehovah. How can we bear one another's burdens? By encouraging others to give freely and rejoice together in Yehovah's abundance. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found? 1. Joy. The people rejoice greatly in their giving. 2. Generosity. All offered willingly to Yehovah. Humility. David blessed Yehovah, acknowledging all belongs to him. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Ne-dah-VAH. Freewill offering, generosity. Verse 9. The people rejoiced because they had given willingly, for with a whole heart they had offered freely to Yehovah. How can we find Yeshua in the scriptures? David's prayer of praise mirrors Yeshua's acknowledgement of the Father's glory. The freewill offering prefigures Messiah's total self-giving for our redemption. Rejoicing in Yehovah's kingship anticipates Yeshua's eternal reign. Mitzvah response, Torah-based, mitzvah. Deuteronomy 16, verse 17. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing Yehovah your God has given you. A response might look like this: I will give freely and joyfully, for everything I have belongs to Yehovah. Hebrew declaration. Lecha Yehovah, hagedulah v'hati feret. To you, Yehovah, belong greatness and splendor. We'll close with this Sukkot declaration, Simcha Godelah Le-Yehovah. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being towards your bringing order, and he'll provide you with a love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being, and look upon you will set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.